श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्. So today we are going to enjoy the Rasam, Ramayana Rasam, the Navarasam, in which KaruNaa Rasam is today's. We enjoyed Sringara Rasam first, Hasya Rasam next. Today is KaruNaa Rasam. KaruNaa Rasam is Karunyam. Karunyam is and has an important bearing on the concept of Daya. So when we have Daya on a person, on an object, on a being, when that being suffers, when that being is remorse with grief, when we are witnessing a very sad event, we are caught in the KaruNaa Rasam. Our heart weeps for that. We kind of melt with Karunyam. Oh, acho, in the Mari aidte. So that taking pity, and that is Karuna, that which is born in mind, arising in our mind. When we see an accident or sudden demise, when good people suffer, when a beloved couple separates, we get this KaruNaa Rasam. So we see very many instances in Valmiki Ramayanam, in Ramayanam, KaruNaa Rasam arising out of. When Rama was banished to go to the forest, how King Dasharatha lamented, suffered, toiled, how he cried in pain, and how in Ashokavanam, when Sita was abducted by Ravana, how she was suffering. She was alone in the midst of Rakshasis. How much trouble she would have undergone, how much of an ordeal she must have undergone. And also when the pristinely purest Sita Pirati was falsely alleged by Rama, and he refused to accept her when the battle was won and she was brought in front of Rama. She was not accepted. These events bring terrific KaruNaa Rasam in us. Let's enjoy the way Valmiki has blessed us with. So KaruNaa Rasam, because based on the prayers of Devas and Brahma, Sriman Narayana chose to be born as the son of King Dasharatha. That is Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya Cha Dushkritam Dharma Samsthapanarthaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. So he wanted to take birth to kill Ravana. That was the avatar mission. So first Valmiki had Shokam. Valmiki was first initiated by sage Narada, and sage Narada explained briefly to sage Valmiki in about 100 slokas the entire Ramayana, and then he blessed sage Valmiki and he went back. Now sage Valmiki along with his Sishyas, especially sage Bharadwaj, they all as usual were performing their morning Anushtanam, the rituals. They were walking towards the Tamasa Nadi to perform their Anushtanam, and at that time, so we saw the Adikavya. If not for this event, the Valmiki's Adikavya would not have seen the light of the day. So sage Valmiki, who is supposed to be equipoised, he never used to get perturbed on anything because he was a sage, the Maha Tapasvi. So he took his ablution in Tamasa Nadi. When he got up, rose from the river, he saw two birds, a male and a female, perched on a tree top, were immune to the world, deeply in love with each other, playing with each other with their beaks. They were so wrapped up in each other that they failed to see their natural enemy, the hunter, approaching the birds. And sage Valmiki was enjoying the company of these two birds who were playing with each other and enjoying their bliss of being together. So when the hunter, his keen eyes scanning the tree, found what he was seeking, with a single arrow he felled the male bird, the An Paravai, which plunged to the ground bleeding, dead. And after a brief valiant struggle with the inevitable, the bird gave up his life and fell dead. So in that moment, the male bird, which was in the throes of delight, the enjoyment, the bliss, was rudely snatched away by the death, and he lost his companion and he was pushed into the death. So the grief-stricken female bird looked at it pitiably. So when sage Valmiki saw this, his heart was pained to see this scene. Sage Valmiki was a silent and helpless spectator of this heart-wrenching scene. He burst out with sloka. Manishada pratishtam tvamagamas shashvati samaha yat krauncha mitunatekam avadih kamamohitam. So his look, his pity, his karunyam on these two birds itself converted into righteous anger justifiably at the hunter for the dastardly act, and the sage flung a curse at the hunter. And that is the sloka which came, Manishada pratishtam tvam agama shashvati samaha yat krauncha mitunatekam avadi kamamohitam. O hunter, you have separated forever these two birds which were bound in love. By taking the life of one, you have separated them. This act of cruelty will earn you a very lasting bad name. And that was the curse which came, and he felt grief-stricken, sage Valmiki. Why did I curse like this? How did it come? And he himself was surprised that it came out with the beautiful aksharams, Nangu Padam, the four Padams, Layavinyasam, and such a lovely slokam it became. Shokasya pravritto me shleko nanyata. He said, the shokam became a slokam. For us, the slokams generally become shokam. For us, he was wondering, such a lovely slokam arose out of my grief, my karunyam. And Chaturmukha Brahma appeared then and there in front of him, and he said, yes, whatever you have uttered is the most beautiful slokam. It has come with Bhagavan Sankalpam. And the way you have heard from sage Narada, you would now start off the Valmiki Ramayana, the entire Ramayana in 24,000 verses. And you would be blessed to see by our anugraham everything that has happened in Rama, Sita, Lakshmana, Rakshasa, their lives, the incidents, the anecdotes, everything. So that Karunyam came out with this wonderful verse. And in fact, the shloka itself, even though it seems that he cursed the hunter, Ma nishada pratishtam tvam agama shashwati samaha. Ma nishada. Ma means Mahalakshmi. Nishada, the one whose chest resides Mahalakshmi, the one who houses Mahalakshmi in his chest, Srinivasa. Pratishtam tvam agamaha. You will live pallande, very many millions of years. Pallande, pallayiratande. Yat krauncha mitunatekam. Ravana, Mandodari are the two Rakshas, are the pair of birds, which are the Dampati, Rakshasa Dampati. And Kama Mohitam Yekam Avadihi. One was caught in the lust for Sita Pirati, the male. And the hunter is Ramapiran, the Ramachandra Murti. He is the one who killed the male bird for its trespasses against the Shastrams, who abducted somebody else's spouse and tortured. So the slokam became the shokam became the slokam for the entire Valmiki Ramayanam. That was one lovely incident. Now, after that, we have the Kaikeyi and Dasharatha's meeting. There again, the Karunyam, the Shokam comes. Dasharatha is pained here. So, when Dasharatha organized Rama Pattabhishekam, he organized everything, he orchestrated, he called his attendants, ministers, sage Vasishta, Sumantra, and organized the Pattabhishekam the next day, the coronation for Rama. And then he wanted to come and inform his Priya Saki, the last of his spouse, the three spouses, Kaikeyi, whom he was very much fond of, adorable. And he was in love with Kaikeyi much more than the other two, because she was young, beautiful, and Dasharatha was mad after, in love with her. So, Sakaikeya Griham Shreshtam Pravivecha Mahayachaha Pandara Ramikvakasham Rahu Yuktam Nichakaraha. Here, sage Valmiki says, Kaikeyi was in the Kopagraham. There is a room where one can enter when he or she is angry. There is a separate room, Kopagraham. In that room, Kaikeyi was lying down on the floor with the hair not tied down. Now most of the women do not tie down their hair, but when you are caught in anger, you do that, and all the ornaments were thrown on the floor, and she was completely crying tears, and she was lying down. When Dasharatha came in, he did not know where she is, and he then noticed that she was lying down on the floor. Sage Valmiki says, here it looks as if the Rahu is going to catch the resplendent moon for the Chandra Grahanam, the lunar eclipse. So as if the Rahu is going to catch, now Kaikeyi is going to catch the Dasharatha. So Dasharatha, the old king, entered, and he was shocked, stunned, and he shivered. Oh dear, what happened? Why are you lying down on the floor? Did anybody decline you what you desired? Tell me what you have in your mind. I would even give my life to fulfill that. I would do that. Karishyami tava pritim sukrute napi te chape. I am doing the sapatam. I will fulfill all your desires. Kaikeyi caught hold of it. Immediately she said, I have a thought in my mind. I would tell you, but before that, give me a satyam that you would definitely fulfill. pratignyam pratijanishva yatitvam kartumichasi. The Kami, the one who was desirous of Kaikeyi, smilingly touched her hand, and he said, there is nobody who is dearer than you, and I am giving a shapatam, I am giving a vow, I promise on my dearest son Rama. He is my soul, he is my uyir. On him I promise. It is Satyam. Whatever that I have in this kingdom, all that I can give you. Don't get angry. I fold my hands. I touch your feet. Do not be angry. Do not suffer like this. Do not lie down on the floor like this. So here immediately Kaikeyi started talking. She said, she starts with a prelude. Valmiki says it looked as if the Yama himself was going to talk. Even Valmiki could not tolerate what she is going to talk. And he says, Babhashe durvacham vachaha, means even to utter, my mouth quivers, my lips quiver. Vartai tadumarugirathu, kushudu. I cannot, it's unparliamentary. She starts, the 30 mukkodi devargal, the 33 crores of devas, the sun, the moon, the planets, the space, the earth, the day, the directions. May you all listen what I am speaking. This Satya Sandan, the one who has promised, this king, he gave me 2 boons in the Devasura Vadam. He gave me 2 boons, and I am going to ask those 2 boons now. The first boon, Rama should dress himself in the tree bark, Marauri, and he should become a tapasvi and go to the forest for 14 years in Dandakaranyam. My son Bharatan should be coronated as Yuvaraja. Now, today, the moment Dasharatha heard, his eyes rolled, he swooned, he fell as if that the thunder has fallen onto his head. Mandale pannako rutta mantrairiva mahavishaha, as if the Vishapambu, the poisonous snake, has caught him. Adi Pavi, I never thought that you would come to pluck the entire kulam. Everyone praises Rama. Even you are so fond of Rama. You love Rama much more than even Bharatan. You yourself have said so many times. Such a Dharmatma Rama. Why are you giving him so much of punishment? For Rama has served you much more than Bharata has served you. And I am old, I am weak. Show mercy on me. I would give you the entire Bhumi, the Ayodhya kingdom, to you at your feet. I fold your hand, I touch your feet. Please, he uncontrollably cried. And even Kulasekhara Alvar laments in the role of Dasharatha. He mentions, he talks in a heart-wrenching manner. Alvar stimulates the grief of Dasharatha on his banishing Rama to exile. As Dasharatha, Alvar visualizes how Sri Rama had unjustly been subjected to the harsh life. He should have been ruling Ayodhya. Instead, Dasharatha curses himself bitterly, curses Kaikeyi, who induced him, and finally he curses Guni, the hunchback woman, who influenced Kaikeyi, setting forth the chain of misfortunes. O Rama, I will leave the Ayodhya which you left. No, I will even quit this world and go to the other world, never to return. He says, even the citizens, the minister, the Sumantra, Vasishta would all see you after 14 years. But I would not be here. I would not be here. He swooned. He fell down unconscious. And he said, please change your mind. He pleaded Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi said, if Rama is coronated tomorrow morning, this morning, in front of you, I will drink poison and commit suicide. I'm taking this promise on Bharata. And I do not want anything else other than sending Rama to the forest. And Dasharatha heard this. He said, Rama, he fell down like a tree that was cut in the middle. He also said in a very weak voice, your son Bharata is also a Dharmavan. Without Rama, he would not take the Rajyam. Do you think he would take? People would blame me. People would say I was lusting on you, desirous of you, and hence I gave this boon. And they would blame me for sending such a Gunavan, Dharmavan, Rama to the forest. What else? Why do I deserve all these things? And Valmiki says here, he never liked two things. One, he touched Kaikeyi's feet and prostrated at her feet, which Valmiki could not digest. Second, he is a Maharaja, Chakravarti, Dasharatha Chakravarti, and he is supposed to recline on Hamsadulika Manjam, such a lovely soft bed in a royal comfort, but now he fell down on a floor. What a horrible way. Atadarham Maharajam Chayanamata Tochitam Yayadi Miva Punyante Devalokat Parichutam. So he sat down on equal terms with Devendran. Yayati sat down. And after his punyam was over, Yayati's punyam, how he was pushed from Devalokam, similarly the Chakravarti has been pushed onto the floor. The next day, Kaikeyi called Rama because Dasharatha was still unconscious. When Rama saw Dasharatha, he said, my father always used to feel so rejoiced looking at me. Even if he is angry, he would change seeing my face and used to talk to me sweetly. What has happened? Why is he angry? Why is he not talking? Kaikeyi said, Raja does not have anger. He is not feeling sad. He has got one thought in his mind and he is scared to tell you. He does not want to tell you that apriyam, the unpleasant statement. But you need to fulfill what he thinks. He had given those days, earlier times, 2 boons. And now I have asked and he said he would fulfill. If you think you would fulfill what is in his mind, I will tell you. He cannot tell you. He is not in a position to tell you. Immediately Rama was hurt hearing that. He said, oh mother, Kaikeyi, Chitti, do you think, why are you talking like that? Do you think I would not I would not obey if you say? Why should Dasharatha say? And even if Dasharatha says, jump into the fire, I would jump. If he says, drink the poison, I would drink. If he says, jump into the ocean, I would jump. You know that I simply obey you and my father. Tell me what he wants me to do, I would do. There is no 2 words for Rama, only 1 word. I am saying I would do. Then Kaikeyi says, you have to get rid of all this coronation and you should wear the Jatamudi, Maravuri, the tree bark, and then 14 years you should be in Dandakaranyam. in the forest. Bharata will be the Koshala king, Ayodhya king. He would rule the earth. And Rama did not, his facial expression did not even change. He said, I would fulfill the king's statement. It is certain, it is sure. And I just want to know, Maharaja should, like earlier time, like before, should talk to me, should bless me. Why is he hanging his head below? Why is he not looking at me? If father says this, do you think I would not take up? If Bharata becomes Maharaja, do you think I would not be happy? Why is he not telling me? I cannot understand. Anyway, whatever you said is enough for me. Today, now, I would proceed to the forest. What a heart-wrenching incident it must have been. Of course, he then went to talk to Kaikeyi, the Kaushalai. Dasharatha went almost like a blind man, and he said, he goes to Kaushalya and he says, it is my misfortune that I am here. I cannot even see you. I would like to touch the Bhagyashali who gave birth to my Rama, and I wanted to see him, but my eyes cannot see you. At least with my hands I touch you, Kaushalya. And he cried, Rama, Rama. And similarly, next we have another in Ashokavanam, where Sita suffered terribly. She says, Ha Rama, Ha Lakshmana, Ha Sumitra, Ha Ramamata Sagame Jananyaha, Yesha Vivadayamyaha Malpalpa, Bhakya Maharnave Nauriva Mutavata. Ha Rama, He Lakshmana, He Sumitra, O Kaushalya, the one who gave birth to Rama. I am suffering. I am simply toiling here. I am such a Durbhagyashali, like the ship which is caught by the tremendous storm in the midst of an ocean. I have been caught here. You all do not know that. I have no bhagyam at all. That day I was caught. That day was an ill-fated day. I was simply tempted by that golden deer. I lost my senses. I chased away Lakshmanan and Rama to get that golden deer. I do not know any god other than my Rama. How many days I have suffered, how many days I have performed penance, tapas. I have been following Pativrata Dharmam in accordance with Shastras. For me, Rama alone is the Deivam. Is there no fruit for all these things? It looks as if the Shastram has become so ungrateful to me. I have lost my splendor. I have lost my tejas. I have become thin. I have lost all faith, all hope that I will unite Rama. Rama, how much of Vratam we both followed. What's the use? All have become waste. You would complete your 14 years, you would go back to Ayodhya without me. I'm here suffering and you do not even know where I am. And now you would go back, get married to much more beautiful women. You would become a king, and here there is nobody even to give me poison for me to commit suicide. There is no ayudam for me to get killed by myself. All that I can do is to hang from this tree branch. So she was so depressed, grief stricken, terribly remorse, and then she tied her with a rope to the branch, and she wanted to commit suicide then and there. And that was the Soka Rasam Valmiki shows here. And that is the time she saw some good auspicious signs. And Hanuman, who was sitting in the branch in the top of that particular tree, he started saying Ram, 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 Ram. Of course, we know the Agni Pravesham, how much Rama told Sita when Sita came to see Rama after Ravana was killed. Hanuman went and brought Sita. And when Sita saw Rama, she was so excited, she was so happy. She called him Arya, so dear, in such a lovable manner she called him. And Rama did not even look at her. He said, you have been in another's place for 10 months. The world will talk so many things about this. And I cannot accept you who have lived in someone else's house. You have been touched by Ravana. You have been seen by the evil eyes of Ravana. So how can I take you again? I fought this battle because I wanted to show my Kshatriya Dharmam. And Hanuman's great help, we could cross the ocean. Sugriva and Vibhishana's efforts, we won this battle. And because of my valor, I killed Ravana. So now you can join anyone. Can be Lakshmana, can be Bharatan, can be the Sugriva, can be Rakshasa Rajan, Vibhishana, whoever you want, you can join. How horrible, cruel, wild these words were. It simply pricked Sita's heart. She cried. Her voice was choked. How could you speak such words, such lowly words about me? You very well know that I am not of that type. If Ravana touches me and he brings this body, what can I do? In my heart, in my mind, in my thoughts, in my every cell, only you are there. I have been abducted. You need not have come to the ocean. You could have simply dropped me and gone back to Ayodhya. Why did you come? Everybody would they not ask? You are supposed to be that like a tiger among men, and you have forgotten your pati bhakti, my pati bhakti. You have forgotten my character, conduct. You have forgotten my birth, which Janaka told you. You have forgotten the promise that you held in our wedding. Lakshmana, light the fire. If this is the end for me, I have been falsely blamed and alleged for all these things. I would not like to live any longer. Lakshmana was not willing to do. Lakshmana looked at Rama. Rama just nodded his head in approval. So, knowing that Rama has accepted, he lit the pyre. So, Rama did not even see Sita. He was looking down. And Sita circumambulated Rama, Pratakshanam. And she stood in front of the fire. He said, my heart has never ever separated from Rama. My thoughts have never ever gone against or away from Rama. If my conduct is pure, pristinely pure, let this fire, which is the witness for the entire world, may it be the witness for me. May it protect me. Mano Vakayam, the body, mind and speech. I have never ever gone away from Rama. So, fire, take me, Agni. So, he circumambulated the fire and entered into the fire. Indran, Devan, Varunan, Rudran, Chaturmukha Brahma, everybody came from the sky. They said, you are Sakshat Narayanan. Sita is Mahalakshmi. Get to know of that. How could you leave Sita? He said, Atmana Manusham Manye Ramam Dasaradatmajam. I don't know all that. I am simply a human being, son of Dasharatha. And while this conversation was going on, the Agni Bhagavan brought Sita out of the fire like the just rising sun, with all the golden ornaments, with the red dress, with the hair so beautifully with the plight. Sita was handed over to Rama. She is Videharajan Mahal, the daughter of Videharaja. She has got no papams. She is completely pure, pristinely in Manova Kayam. She has not gone away. She has not even thought of anyone other than you in her mind, in her body, in her speech. Rama says, I know always that. In order to make the world believe that she is pristinely pure, I had to do it. With that, we conclude the Divya Dampati as joined. Kavitarkika Simmaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha. Sita Lakshmana Hanumat Sameta Sri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha.